And it's the Warriors to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the center position. Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 5. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Warriors. Cleveland with the ball. It's a three-point game. Waiters gets a wide-open look. A second-chance effort. Varejao can't hit. Iguodala outside. Lee kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. This one for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Kevin Love, I think, solidifying his place last season among the best players in the world. A first-time starter in the All-Star game, and incredible numbers. 26 points, over 12 boards a game in the regular season.
Here's Curry. There's the triple. And the shot is good. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Irving passes to LeBron. Now Love inside. It's hauled in by Bogut. The Warriors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Blatt. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Thompson with the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Curry against Irving. It's stolen by Curry.
Boy, his reaction time to that pass was so quick. Good work defensively. Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they haven't done anything wrong so far. Double-digit lead already.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. They trail by 11. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. You know, every year there are a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference that buck the trend against the West, and last year Cleveland was one of them.
And Kevin, as you said, most teams in the East struggled out of conference, but Cleveland was pretty solid against the West, and I think they'll be even better with LeBron.
Absolutely. Now, here is Irving. Back to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. LeBron, left side. And another miss by Cleveland.
And for the Cavs, it didn't show up in the win column, but a lot of their losses to teams out west were close competitive games.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. LeBron, good.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Warriors leading by 11. Well, really, it was against the Southwest Division they struggled. A lot of East teams struggled against those teams. The 6 teams from the East had 1 or less wins against the division all season.
Always tough when the East goes out west.
The Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Unloads from 13, and he gets it to go.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Bogut with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Expanding his range. And James pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 11. To the paint, here's Irving. Breaks it off the glass.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. On its way from Curry for 2. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Irving. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, we can talk all we want about LeBron's incredible skill level, and that would be a day-long conversation. But he quite simply could be the most incredible physical athlete that I've ever seen, certainly playing basketball. And you could maybe take that to any sport. Strength, size, speed, endurance, quickness. He's got it all, and he brings the mentality that the great ones have.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Mike Miller's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center. Great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets into a lot of guys' skin. Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Here's Waiters. To the inside. Thompson dishes to Waiters. Good. Waiters got his second basket of the night.
And Varejao coming in to the league primarily as a defensive energy guy, but he's expanded his offensive skill set and has made great improvement as a passer. From his rookie season to now, he's more than doubled his rate of assists.
Here's Barnes. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Barnes kicks to Rush. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Now here's Waiters. The layup off target.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Warriors ahead. They're up by 10. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Marion. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Now, here's Green. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Green's got 6 points.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
They set the screen. Waiters on the wing. A 3 ball. That's good. Waiters got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there. You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. Bad turnover differential and free throw differential. Both things that have plagued this team.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. With all that Shaun Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, you know, Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court, and I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
Warriors leading by 9. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second-chance points. He also told them their offense needs to center around the pick and roll. That's a play he feels they can use to really exploit the weaknesses in this defense. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And with Livingston, you know, he had to adjust the way he played after the injury, but was able to pick things up on the fly as he managed to be a contributor on every team that he's been on since the injury. And I think that says an awful lot about him as a player and as a person.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Klay Thompson. James. Green with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. Well, with Livingston, as you said, he had to adjust his game a lot after the injury. But he was so skilled coming into the league that he knew he'd find a way to become a positive influence on the floor. He's not one-dimensional at all. He can do a lot of things out there.
And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. A switch here also for Cleveland. Verjau's checked in. Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Thompson passes to Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 8 points.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Irving against Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
That one goes. Count. Iguodala's got his second bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch. That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Thompson outside. Launches a three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. 14 seconds. Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Thompson. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Dellavedova.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop. Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
Back to LeBron. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. But I guess he came around. The championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show, and now he's back in Cleveland.
And he can't get the first one. And for LeBron Clark, you think from a competitive standpoint, it might have made sense for him to leave Miami?
I don't know if it was driven by competitive reasons. Quite honestly, I mean, with the new luxury tax, it had gotten harder for the Heat to add talent to that superstar core. You know, on the Cavs side, LeBron can command the max and play with some younger up-and-coming players who are a relative bargain on their rookie contracts. But I think it went deeper than that. I think it really was about the pull of Northeastern Ohio being stronger than any other
considerations for him in this match.
Here's Lee following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Thompson dishes to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're getting good balance offensively, too, because they're starting to knock down that mid-range jumper.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Klay Thompson. Sean Marion is checked in for Cleveland. Miller's checked in for Kevin Love. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. There's the pass to Iguodala. Lets it go from deep. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. And that's 11 points for Steph Curry. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Back to Irving. Baseline try, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 10 points.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And both free throws good for Curry.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Curry against Waiters. He dishes it to Irving. Back to Waiters. And he lays it straight in. Waiters got 5 points in the quarter. Bogut with it. From deep.
Wow.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight, you know.
The second half just about to get going here.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 16 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped them too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
There is Zhao, passes to Irving, and the dunk by Love.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team.
Kevin Love, an incredible rebound. It seems Stevie's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
Here's Curry following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Raiders against Curry. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Dion Waiters. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry outside, rejected by Irving. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. Here's LeBron, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. LeBron's got 10 points. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Third quarter of basketball, about a... minute and a half in. Cleveland moving it around. Iguodala with the steal. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Waiters. And it's blocked by Curry. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team effort.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Now here's LeBron. 10 points for him. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
Here's Thompson, following the basket by Kevin Love. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Lee. 24 points for Steph Curry.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
That's good, and the Warrior lead has cut down to 5 on the bucket from Love.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Now here's Curry. 24 points for him. The drive by Green. The shot no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Waiters. And Thompson sends it back. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Green. And he gets it to go. Green's got 11 points.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
James with it. Now Green defending. James dishes to Irving. The drive by James. Can't cash in from close range. Irving kicks to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Curry gets the bucket.
Got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 12. And Waiters kicks to James.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook. He still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden. for a long time as well.
Yeah, didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played at Duke. It might seem he was an overnight sensation in the NBA, but in truth, he spent a lifetime laying the foundation for his game.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Lee. Rush comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And he's good on the second.
You think of the Warriors as a really strong team, and they are, but this might surprise you a bit. They had trouble with teams in the East. Lost to some of those teams in the Eastern Conference you would have expected them to beat last year.
Finished off by LeBron.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
Now here's Green. 11 points in the game. Here's Spates, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Well, the Warriors had some off shooting nights, certainly, as you guys were talking about, against the East. Definitely gave up some games because of it last year.
Well, and as poor as they actually shot against the East, the Warriors still won 20 games against the conference. So it just shows you how talented this club is.
So we can't get either to fall.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him, and that might be a good move, developing a shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
James kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. Tries again. And it's Spates with the rebound.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Warriors ahead, up 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Curry.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
Warriors leading by 7. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Miller is out there with Irving, and it's Marion in at the 3.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
And there's the feed to Livingston. Now the dish to Spates. From deep, Iguodala. Count the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 8.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
And Varejao kicks to Mary. Here's Thompson. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark. If they're going to cut into this lead, they've got to convert those boards into points.
Now here's Iguodala. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. 10 points for Andre Iguodala.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Iguodala left side. Here's Rush. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Outside Irving. Back to Miller. The wide open look here for Marion. Hits it from three-point range.
Boy, what a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
And the Warriors with some changes. David Lee checked in for Spates. Klay Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Waiters comes in for Miller. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving passes to Waiters. Here's Love, and he gets the bucket.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. He's feeling it. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. 29 points for Steph Curry.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Irving attacking. Here's Varejao. And that's collected by Bogut. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Iguodala. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Iguodala outside. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Stolen by Waiters. Passes it to Irving. Varejao dishes to Marion. Feeds it to Varejao. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. Here's the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Varejao's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Irving. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 14 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like what we have here.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry, rejected by Irving. Bogut against James. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws, good for James.
Rock solid there. That trims it to a one-possession game, so critical free throw.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lee, left side. 50 seconds left in the fourth.
Boy, look at the rebound totals. He is absolutely dominating out there.
Boy, that's been something to watch. My goodness.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
Timeout called the Warriors. The score is tied at 7-9. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Thompson from long range nails the tray.
That's how you get the crowd on its feet. Huge bucket.
They've been waiting for that one, guys.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Here's Varejao. Rebounded by Bogut. Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Major missed opportunity. That should have been game over, guys.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice work there. Steps up, knocks them down, and makes it a 2-possession game.
Pass to Love. Nails it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that shot sucked the life out of the whole building.
Well, that was a big one, Clark. You can hear it.
Yeah, that was a gut punch right there. These fans, oh, man, they're struggling.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And obviously time is the big factor here, guys. They need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Hard as it is, you just have to hope the guy you send to the line doesn't convert.
And an intentional foul right there. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here is Waiters. Shoots. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
At the line for 2.
And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Here's LeBron. No good there. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just...
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who start on some good teams, so we should take it collectively.
Thank you, Clay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for